thank you all for coming out. I'm really excited that this many people came, even though it rained. Thank you so much. We are, if you don't know, this is a partnership between 3 different neighborhood organizations. I represent kind of Agape Development. We're a nonprofit organization here in this neighborhood. And Corrine Parker over here, eating her cupcake, she represents the Texan French Alliance for the Arts. And then Miss Gwen and her team over there, they represent the Southeast Houston Transformational Alliance, also known as CETA. So this is a year-long project that the teenagers over here have been working on since the school year started. So this is September all the way up until now. So we are ready to be done. It took a long time, but it was a lot of work. It was they have different jobs associated with this project. So some were investigators, some were writers, some were publishers, some were photographers, videographers, and we also had public relations and social media team and event planners. Did I forget anything? I think I named everything. Yep. So they'll tell you each of their jobs and then come up here and introduce themselves. But this is a hard-working group of kids. They started out, this is our 3rd project that we've done. We started out with, we did these trash cans in the neighborhood that were creative trash cans. They look like basketball goals, so that we encourage people to throw litter away. And then we did a mural at the back of Agape that featured their poetry. And this year, kind of a mini project we did was in collaboration with Rice University. There's a juice box, which we'll see. We'll go by that if you go on the tour. And then this is their big project for the school year. So we conducted lots of interviews of neighborhood residents and organizations, and the artwork is all pictures that they've taken and some of their words and what they've written from the interviews that they conducted in the neighborhood. This is just a big, long project that took a lot of work. We used different software to create the doors, and if you go on the tour, I'm going to keep mentioning the tour, go on the tour, so that you can see the doors. There's 10 of them featured in our neighborhood. It's really exciting. 10, yeah. Melissa, yes. There's 10 doors featured in the neighborhood, and they all represent, we're trying to feature the vibrance of this community, right? And these teenagers have a voice, and they've been spending this whole year highlighting the voices of others. And using their voices to do that. And it's just really exciting. So we're super proud of them. I'll let them talk about it a little more. All right, come on, you got this.
Hello, I'm Ariana. I attend Core Academy. I'm 15 years old, and I'll be standing at the RCC door, and I was an event planner.
My name is Jabari Griffin. I'm 13 years old. I go to Core Academy. I was a photographer, and I'm going to be standing at the Youth in Action door.
Hello, my name is Adia. I'm 13. I go to Beatrice Mays Institute Charter School. I was a publisher, and I'm going to be at the Johnson and Carter family door.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm MJ. I'm 14. I go to BMI, and I was a writer, and I'll be standing at the Agape door. Make sure y'all come and see me.
My name is Steven. I'm 13. I attend Lawson Academy. My role was a publisher, and the door I will be attending is Hisley and Mr. Ellis' door.
Okay. My name is Ryan. I'm 15. I go to Lamar. I was a photographer, and I will be standing at the Agape door.
My name's Savai. I'm 14. I go to Lawson Academy, and I'm going to be standing at the Beacon of Light door.
My name is Trey. I'm 15. I go to Yates, and I was an event planner, and I don't really have a door.
My name's Zay. I'm 14 years old. I go to Core Academy. I was an event planner, and I'm going to be at the Hartsfield Elementary door.
My name's DJ, and I'm 14. I go to Core Academy, and I was in the Youth in Action door.
My name is Deshaun. I'm 13.
I go to Yes Prep, and my role was a photographer, and I'm doing Super Neighborhood 68.
My name is Davion Pittman, and I'm 12 years old. I go to the Lawson Academy, and I will presenting the neighborhood door.
My name is Arnisha Jarman. I go to Beatrice Mays Institute Charter School. I'm 13 years old. I will be attending the Youth Council door, and I was an investigator.
My name is Max Coleman. I go to Lamar High School. I was a writer, and I will be at the youth council door.
What I want to share with you really quick is that Open the Door is a project that started about 4 years ago in Houston. So we had 60 doors across the city that were installed in different communities. And so it was about opening a door to another culture, to a friend, to a neighbor. And we had French and Texan artists working on one side of the door for French artists and on the other side for the Texan artist. But the children here, the youth here, sorry, you're not children anymore, so you took it to a different level. They really embraced the community spirit. And it's very powerful to see them understand what it means to be a community and what it means to understand the needs and the strength of a community, and also to have them think about what they can bring to our community. And really, you are the doors, guys. I'm going to say it, and we're all going to say it different times, but it's not just one person or one group, it's all of us together. We cannot make this world a better place without being, connected, united. And we have to be, each one of us, the change we wish to see in the world. And that's why we are sharing with you by highlighting the, wonderful stories of community people, organizations that make a difference. And so CETA is one of them. We have an RCDC, Agape, of course, with Kirk. And so, as I was saying, the Texan French Alliance for the Arts, it seems weird to have Texan and French together coming to OST, but it says a lot that in this world, it's not about being French, it's not about being Texan, it's not about being, wherever we are from, it's about being a human being and fighting for the very thing we all believe in: love, hope, peace.
I want to thank everybody for being here, but this would not be possible without the support of Neighborhood Recovery Community Development Corporation, who's my employer as the OST South Union Go Neighborhood Community Coordinator, which is funded by LISC, Local Initiative Support Corporation. Our Executive Director, Amanda Tim, is here from LISC, and our Executive Director from NRCDC, Paul Charles, is here. And we also want to thank the Rice Center for Civic Leadership. Will you all wave? Because they have done a major investment in our community and with our kids. And most importantly, this would not have been done without our youth last spring being bored to death every Monday to write a grant to State Farm's Youth Advisory Board that was accepted and awarded every penny they requested. So hands off to them.
And I just wanted to add on to that, everything that Gwen said, but Corrine has a vision that is really remarkable. She's also working with refugee children in Africa, and part of the artwork that the children did from here, well, young adults that did from here, is part of a quilt that they have contributed to this. Is it Gabon that you were in?
Burkina Faso, it's in the south of Mali. So you have mostly refugees from Mali, and 32,000, half of them are children. And we went there for a week, 10 days, and we brought the messages of hope from the children in Houston, 600 of them. And we left them in the camp, and we installed them over the tents in the camp. And now we also created a literacy exchange. The kids in the camp started stories about a hero that had a challenge, and the kids here finished the story with a dimension of hope, and vice versa. Kids started a story that the kids finished in the camp. And another one, like recently I worked with many schools in the community, including Hartsfield and Blackshear, and they ask questions to the kids in the camp. We send videos through the teachers in the camp. The children in the camp started responding, and the kids saw the response. So, which is amazing. You imagine children that are stuck in a refugee camp. They cannot leave the camp. They are not connected with the world. So the only connection with the world is through the youth, through the kids here, telling them, we have not forgotten you. You are not completely lost. We are here. We think about you, and we want for you to have hope and feel the love. And that's amazing. So, thank you.
We are 25 teens, members of the OST South Union Youth Council, who are identifying, learning about, and lifting up successful neighborhood residents and organizations so that they can inspire the whole community.
Our arts and culture placemaking project named We Are OST is about inspiring people by telling the stories of our residents.
The goal is to raise up positive role models as examples to everyone and to create landmark places where the community can meet, share, and grow.
By helping people get to know their neighbors, there will be less cussing, fighting, and stealing because we can't be violent against people we know.
Before asking questions of the inspiring community members, we train our interview skills with a professional photographer, a journalist, the Agape and Texas French Alliance for the Arts team, and a mayor of Houston.
We are also using our own voices to tell stories about our community.
We started this community project under the guidance of the TFAA team by decorating the juice box gifted to Agape by the Rice University Center for Civic Relationships.
We share our ideas with Auntie Ronan, an Italian mural artist. She helps us execute them.
This mural brought color and joy to our neighborhood. We wrote some of our favorite quotes from Martin Luther King Jr. However, our main focus was working on the door project.
The doors will artistically feature the research we completed over the past year, highlighting our successful communities members by interviewing, investigating, and taking photos of them.
We are using a combination of photography, film, and interviews to build visible and permanent profiles at prevailing locations in our OST community.
Go ahead, boy,
We are OST as a collaborative project between Agape, SET, and the Texas French Allowance for the Arts.
So we had many teams helping. So first, I'm going to acknowledge the sponsors like the Wortham Foundation, State Farm, and we have also Total, Schlumberger, and NG, who are the Texan French Alliance for the Arts sponsors. And I would like to ask the Neighborhood Recovery Community Development Corporation people, can you stand up so that we can thank you? Southeast Houston Transformation Alliance. Yes. Bravo. Agape Development. Bravo. The Rice Center for Civic Leadership. Woo-hoo. The Texan French Alliance for the Arts. But go, Christina, Paul. We have the president of the Texan French Alliance for the Arts, Paul Gerson. Yes. We have LISC also. Go Neighborhoods. Go Neighborhoods also. Yeah, that's true. And of course, yes, Carol Parole Blue. And thank you, Carol, Priscilla. So the team, like the core team, the ones that met, every Monday all together, can you stand up, please? Hey, Gwen, Priscilla. Yeah, Eva. Yes, we have Marquisha and Mr. Ellis. Mr. Ellis. Woohoo! Marquisha. So, I think, did I forget anybody? No? Oh, I forgot MJ. Anyway, so I was going to invite our dear Max, who is an inspiration to many of us too, to share a few words about being a door.
We are the door to the future. Each one of us can open a door to somebody to make this world a better place. Thank you all.
Featured on the door at George T. Nelson Park is our former council member, Wanda Adams, who is now president of the school board. Please. When we were getting started, and Karen Heller was her chief of staff at the time. When we were getting started, even before we became a gold neighborhood, Wanda was our biggest advocate to help us get things going, and we want to acknowledge you. Thank you.
But first of all, I am so honored. First of all, I just want to thank our students. Can y'all give them a round of applause? Just celebrate. Let's rep them. They can be doing anything, but they decide for a year to commit themselves. Yeah. Okay, so you want to dap? Let's dap for them. Do you know how to do it? So we have to do that.
Okay, no,
So
you have to
yeah.
show me.
So look at them right there. So show her how to do it. Just put it. Anything for the kids. First of all, I just want to thank the community as a whole. And I tell everyone, I've been a part of this community now for 17 years. And they knew me before I knew what I was going to become right now. And so to know that sometimes when you are apart for so long, serving on HISD, I'm on the other side of Houston now, so sometimes you think people forget about you. And to receive an email and a call to say, can you come Saturday? We apologize for late notice, but I think it's important that you know what we have done. And no matter what I had planned, I was not going to miss this time, because when someone is good to you, the thing you can come back to say is thank you. And so now I can say, I don't know if OST South Union is trying to send a message, but when I left, they honored me with a bench that sits in the community garden across the street. And now I'm a part of the open door to the community and the future. And that means a lot to me. I was just sharing with Karen that one person that I wish was here, and that was my mom. Because that woman right there, even though some things I thought was small, she thought was like huge. And we never take things for granted. So I just want to thank all of you, CETA, everyone, all the volunteers, Rice, because they could not have done it without you, for your support, and just for what you've done. And the students, thank you for your visionary, for your writing, for your investigating, for your picture taking, for everything that you've done. And finally, I want to say this: you did not know a reward was coming at the end, but that showed your heart, that you was committed and dedicated for what you have done for this community project. You will forever be able to come behind and show people what you have done. And not only that, those college applications gonna look banking.
I'm going to just recognize each of the kids. They've got, we have certificates for them, and they have they're going to be awarded with a monetary sum that will for later, but part of the State Farm grant is we were able to compensate them for some of their work, which has been really, really great, to be able to employ the youth in the neighborhood, not just, but a lot of their hours, guys, they were volunteer, so, and they didn't know this award was coming, so, yeah. Yes, okay, so Delvin Price. Ariana Price. Ariana Price. Savai Pittman. Deshaun Gagnon. Trayvon Harrison. Arnisha Jarman. Marvin Smith. Oh, wow. Ryan Powell. Jabari Griffin. Xavion Griffin. Stephen Willis. Adia Thanars. Davion Pittman. And Max Coleman. Okay, we're going to list the different doors that are on the tour. You guys rep your door whenever I say your door, huh? Okay, we got the Agape Development door. Okay, we have the Beacon of Light Christian Center. We have His Sports League and Mr. Ellis Johnson. Restoration Community Church and Park. We have the door about the schools that will be at Hartsfield. We have the CETA door, Southeast Houston Transformational Alliance. That's Davion. Yeah. Super Neighborhood 68. The Cotton and Johnson Families door. Youth Council door. And the Youth in Action door. So we're going to...
I know that you've done doors throughout the city of Houston. What made this community so special in creating the doors and utilizing the kids from the various schools in that area?
Because we have a great future, and we have the people in Agape. They help us be better and have a better life with God, and they make us pray, do devotion, and worship Him.
Can you answer the question again? It's important because there's a lot of youth that's like to attend. I don't know.
Because since we made the doors, that's something that our community can look at us as doing something positive for the community, and it's something they can remember us as.
The doors actually show the work that needs help, the help that the community needs. So we help build the doors so they can see the work that we did.
Oh shucks. It's like the door is like a voice for everyone. The voice for the youth, the elders that have been here, because OST have been around for a while, and there's a lot of historic behind it. And the point of the project was for us for the youth to connect with the elders, and it was a great way to do that.
I'd like you to just look around and see who we have in this room who's here to support our youth. We all agree that those people over there are our future. And I'm feeling pretty good about the future of OST South Union. But I would be remiss if I did not, again, thank the unique partnership which holds us up and which make this project possible. That's LISC, that's one leg on the stool. Then Neighborhood Redevelopment Recovery, CDC, that's another leg. And then the civic clubs and the super neighborhood, they're the third leg. And I'm just feeling really good about what we've accomplished today. Not us, but them. But we have so much more we need to do, and so here comes the commercial, folks. We need volunteers. We need more people in the community to get involved with Agape, with CETA, with NRCDC. We need all of you to become another leg on this stool that will lift us all up. We need block captains. So I'm putting the plea out, get the word out. There are great things coming on in OST South Union, but we need more hands. Thank you for coming.